Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Evelyn and I'm going to be facing off against Viego. With the Titans of Runeterra campaign over and done with, they actually went ahead and released new content. Namely, they just went ahead and gave regular Lux and Leona a 6-star upgrade, but they also released this little power here. When you level up an allied champion, summon Lux. If you already have Lux, you summon a Garen, and if you have both Lux and Garen, you summon a Galio. And I thought to myself, you know what? Evelyn levels up a bunch of times throughout the game, so perhaps I can make it work? I mean, it would be fun if it worked. Also, we're going to be facing off against Viego instead of Fiddlesticks because I don't want to deal with the fact that I have to clutter up my deck to beat Fiddlesticks. I want to draw Evelyn consistently. Ooh, duplicate. That's a nice way to start off the adventure. Now, with that out of the way, that there can only be good things to come, right? Do I want to keep this Evelyn? Sure. I'll keep the Evelyn and the 3 drops. The problem is that Evelyn is going to end up leveling up way too quickly with level up, perhaps. That's my main concern. Because of the amount of husks we'll generate. Like, for example, we have already consumed 4 husks here. Well, at the very least, the extra unit on board is nice.
I love it. I want more.
The way to level up Evelyn is to proc a husk, but we can't proc too many husks. What a bummer. Minion, Professor Von Yip. I'll get the minion, sure. It's recurring value. Ooh. I can forego the whole power thing by just picking Galio here. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, I'll do it. Healer, Solitary Monk or Shop. Let's go for the healer / Solitary Monk encounter. Perhaps make it more consistent, or make my deck more consistent. Siren Song. That is interesting. I'll keep it alongside the Ceaseless Sentry. Yeah, and the Salter. Salter to proc Evelyn, and then Siren's Song might be useful later on, depending on how the first few turns go. The main problem with this opponent is that they summon a bunch of large units, but with Evelyn stunning them, I don't know if they'll be able to pull off anything worthwhile.
Mind if I slip into something a little more painful? We're in this together.
Can we kill the opponent? No, we can't. Unfortunate. I was about to say, can we kill the opponent here in this first turn?
Let's keep going.
Evelyn has slain. And it doesn't tell me, unfortunately. Well, I can just drop down Galio and close out the game. Like the opponent. Ooh! Is that how it works? Good to know. I just get Garen to my hand. That is an interesting thing. Well, I suppose it would make sense. This is a epic power, so if it didn't give the champions back to your hand, it would be kind of a bummer, because you'd be wasting a lot of the relics power. You know what? That I might have actually made a good decision by picking up Galio. Because with duplicate, I don't think we would have been able to consistently proc the defenders of the protectors of Demacia. We would have definitely won the adventure. I mean, we're doing very well so far, and I seriously doubt that Viego can deal with the amount of value we're generating as is, but we wouldn't have been able to reach Galio, for example. At least that's what I think. Sure, I'll drop down domination just to buff up my husks further. Let's pass. Next turn I play Evelyn. Everything on the opponent's board gets stunned. And then I rally with a Lux. No problem at all. It's like the gameplay on this deck is, or with this champion, is extremely linear.
See what's beneath, more like see what's inside.
We're in this together. Impress me.
Oh, the opponent summoned something. That's unexpected, honestly. I thought he was just going to roll over and die.
Back on the prowl.
In that case... should I play Galio here? I'm going to play Galio here. It's a waste, but it guarantees my win right away. Yeah, the opponent's summoning's tough, but it's completely irrelevant. Oh no, you dealt 2 to all of my units. How could I ever come back from that opponent? I think that even without the duplicate, we'd have dealt a lot of damage on every turn, just off of the fact that we generate an incredible amount of board presence with the power. Referee and Mighty, no, sure, it can work. Once my units all get 5 attack, which is not a matter of if, only when. So yeah, good pickup. I think I'll cut the Mountain Drake. It's not doing much of anything for us right now. It fights for a spot on our curve with Galio anyway. Even if we get one added to our hand at the start of the game, we'll still have to draw the second one later on. So I think this is preferable. No, just cutting out of the deck straight up. Let's see what the opponent does. Okay, I was just making sure that the opponent didn't have the opportunity to play some sort of removal on whatever unit I would play here.
My own story.
I'm going to wait for the next turn before I do anything. Okay, he's still at 2 mana. Does he have no removal in hand? That's something that can happen, but it's kind of unexpected. They always keep at least one form of removal, if I'm not mistaken. Or they should. At least that's what it feels like every time I have to face off against Fiora. Well, another crushing second turn from our part. We basically almost killed the opponent right here. I can drop down Garen or Galdio. I'll do that. Just stun the 3 units on the opponent's board and close out the game right away. Ooh, you're using that just on the unit that has spell shield. I don't know if that's the correct choice, opponent.
Harder. Okay.
Well, that's to be expected. I might just do another run with Evelyn with this power setup, just because I feel like we're not getting the full picture on how good this power actually is when you proc it a bunch of times in a row. None of these, please. Summon your weakest follower from your deck. That would be the Ceaseless Sentry or the Minion. Either one. Or maybe Sultor, actually. Either way, I think this is a good choice. I want to go... Nah, we have 800 of it. Let's just move along. Sultor, Minion, Galdio, let's toss all of these back. I actually want to see if Sultor gets pulled. Actually, no, what might be pulled is the Better Sight Broadwing, actually. Yep. That's the one. Well, I know what I'm cutting from my deck. I'll mostly just be cutting it just because I want Evelyn to go ahead and get more chances to level up. And that will happen if I don't summon a bunch of husks from the duplicate. Honestly, this might be enough to close out the game. Evelyn just dealing 10 at the start right away. Okay, this is weird. Oh right, I had one extra unit on board. This couldn't have worked. Ooh. It's not enough. Not enough, and we won't get to level up Evelyn next turn because we won't have a husk. I might have borked myself. Can I do this? I think I can. I can just close out the game forcefully. No need to go for fancy shenanigans with stunning the opponent's entire board and rallying.
It's always over so soon.
And we're almost there. Kind of surprised things went that quickly, but I shouldn't be. We have a legendary power after all. Honestly, I don't want more cards in my deck. It's already a mess as is. Survey core. Nope. Deep cuts, I guess. It's better than nothing. Item chest, champion item chest. Let's see what's on the champion item chest. That'd be something good. Hopefully it's something good. Let's toss some of these. I now know that we'll be pulling a Broadwing. So I can go Salter into buffing up the Broadwing if necessary. Honestly, this Shield of Duran giving an extra unit on board might have been a mistake. I shouldn't have picked it up, probably. Because now I have even less board space to do things with.
Maybe I'll see what's beneath my eyes. See what's inside.
Can I close out the game here? Hopefully. Actually, I'll definitely be able to close out the game here. Mostly because the curses might end up dealing enough damage to the opponent. They do get double the effect damage, yeah. It's going to deal 14 at the start of the opponent's turn. Turns out, picking the curse power was actually the correct choice. It closes out the games one turn sooner. Giga page, I suppose. I'm not really happy about it, because I don't really want more copies of Galio around. Ooh, Evelyn with mana deposit. 3 Evelyns. That might be good. Let's get the Petrified Broadwing. If Salter is the thing that gets summoned, which I think it will be, then we're in a good position because I can have extra board space, and I'll be able to drop down Evelyn or level up Evelyn more times. Okay, that's Salter. I'm just going to pass the turn. You can do whatever, opponent. I'm going to pass the turn. The opponent set 5 mana, is going to go up to 7 next turn. That's enough mana to have removal. I'm pretty sure no, that's Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks' vengeances cost 3. But Viego's cost 6, I think.
See what's beneath my eyes. See what's inside.
We're in this together.
Now the real question is, what do I want to do here? I might just want to Fate Spike something. Or Evelyn's last caress something. Just to make it so I can attack more freely. I can do it twice. Completely... I guess, unless the opponent has some sort of board wipe, this should be fine. Or that too, I guess. Completely forgot Viego could level up. It's going to be fine. If one of my Evelyns... Oh, Evelyn is not going to die here. Lux is, actually. Yep. But it's alright. I can still drop down Galio. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to close out the game here because of it. I mean, the opponent has basically no board. So there's no way he can do anything. Yep. That was extremely easy. A lot easier than I anticipated. But we did have duplicates, one of the strongest powers in the game. So that's probably why. I wouldn't consider this a good showing of how strong the protectors of Demacia can actually be. So maybe next week I'll go ahead and do another run with Evelyn, just out of curiosity to see if I can get more value out of protectors of Demacia. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.